It's time to talk turkey and brisket and sausage, all the good stuff in life. And by now you've probably seen Texas Monthly's list of top 50 barbecue spots in Texas. But tonight we are taking a bit of a deeper dive into the rankings with our media partners at Texas Monthly. Tonight we're joined by Daniel Vaughn, and you've been helping Texas Monthly with this list since 2013, really. What have you seen change over the years, both in the world of barbecue and how Texas Monthly puts their list together at this point?
Yeah, well, the way we put the list together is pretty similar. There might be more volunteers to join our barbecue tasting team, but as far as the methodology, it's pretty similar. We do a first round of tastings, and then we have the expert crew like myself and Pat Sharp in the past, who was our food editor, come back and do all that double checking. But what we've really seen is just a shift from rural barbecue dominance to dominance of barbecue in the cities. It's really the big cities that have by far the best barbecue joints, around the state, and that's really a whole lot different from back in 2013 and the list we had before then.
Well, North Texas really reigns supreme, right? And several barbecue spots here in North Texas on the list, including 2 in the top 10. What made Dane's Craft Barbecue and Goldie's Barbecue stand out to y'all?
Dane's, it's grown from its food truck days, and they found a home there in Aledo, and just every single item got a little bit better is really what it came down to. They were in our top 50 before, but they really impressed us just with their quality and consistency this time. That pork belly brisket, that sliced pork belly is incredible. Over at Goldie's, they were number 1 last time, number 3 this time. That's quite an achievement to go back to back like that. I don't know if anybody puts together a better just simple tray of barbecue when it comes to the smoked meats. I take people there and they're always come away impressed. Slow Bone has been in our top 50 before and remains there. They have a huge variety that they offer with the fried chicken and the pork ribs and their smoked chicken as well. That's my wife's favorite anyway.
Ooh, I love a good smoked chicken. You're making me hungry over there. Also, in total, there were 319 barbecue spots across the state that Texas Monthly visited, which I have to say, I want your job. That's a pretty good gig. But we also heard several people asking why places like Hutchins Barbecue and Pecan Lodge aren't on the list. We're really curious to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, they've been favorites in the past for sure. Both of them have really reached legendary status, I think, locally. With Hutchins Barbecue with that Texas Twinkie, and Pecan Lodge with their Deep Ellum location. They've got Tom Cruise though. They don't need Texas Monthly. But it really just comes down to how competitive it is and how many great barbecue joints enter the scene every 4 years. We do this every 4 years because we really want a fresh look at what's happening in Texas barbecue. And Pecan Lodge is. While I really enjoy the barbecue there, they really haven't done much to change since they've opened in Deep Ellum about a decade ago. And then you've got Hutchins Barbecue, who, they do have a challenge. They've got they're open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner, similar to Terry Black's in Dallas as well. And with that comes certainly a lot more opportunities to eat their barbecue, but also just a much harder time to serve it consistently great.
Let's get to number 1. What took Burnt Bean Company in Seguin to the top of the list?
Yeah, just about like 50 minutes outside of San Antonio, small town. They're right in downtown. They've just got, they have a huge menu. They offer so many different specials, whether it's their smoked chicken with fideo on Fridays, their big beef ribs on the weekends, the Korean short ribs on Sundays. And then they have this Sunday breakfast service, which is really unique. But it was really barbecue centric with sliced brisket, huevos rancheros, these beef cheek barbacoa, which they call tatema, after what Ernest Cervantes, the pitmaster there and chef, cooked when he was growing up in Uvalde, and the Blue October, named after his favorite band, which is a sliced brisket sandwich with cream cheese strawberry jam on a croissant. So they do have that incredible variety, but they always serve it with incredible consistency. Every time you go in, you're going to be blown away at Burnt Bean.
Well, this list comes out every 4 years, and if you could cook up the future, what would you see happening with the Texas Monthly tradition? What do you see happening in 2029 as well?
Well, I think one of the things that surprises people every time this list comes out is how much turnover there is and how much the list changes. And I think that's what we'll see again in 2029. We will have roughly half the 25 remain on that top 50 and half new spots because there is so much great new barbecue blood coming to Texas.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you, Daniel Vaughn, for helping us dig into some of that good old Texas barbecue. You can check out that full list right now on TexasMonthly.com for everybody who's watching. And there are several more barbecue spots in North Texas to check out on the Texas Monthly Meat Map. We'll be right back after this.